Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Goonies World. I am Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean. And with me, as always, is Meanie, also known as Ryan.
Hello.
And, of course, Goonie, also known as Colin.
Hello there.
And tonight we're going back to our world of the post-apocalypse as Ryan takes us through another session of NUKED.
NUKED, the game I found on Reddit, and it is on itch.io, I feel I should mention. You know, if you like it and you think it looks cool, I would say, you should send these guys some money. They seem like cool guys. So, anyway, when we had left off, I believe you were approaching the large ruined city across from the lake, and it's getting pretty late into the afternoon by this point. And I believe you had your interest piqued by this sort of flying saucer-looking building, which you are now approaching, which had a sign declaring it to be the Bane Center.
Yes, that was the most interesting-looking building by far.
And on the same block as this building, sort of behind the Bane Center, you see a fairly tall building that looks as though it is built on top of another building of some kind. It's kind of hard to make out. It's kind of far away, but it looks like it's pretty tall. There's quite a few pretty tall buildings around here, but you are heading towards this one. And there's a little bit of a sort of a courtyard, or what once would have been a courtyard, near the doorway. And there are, glass double doors. They're filthy, but they're still intact. They haven't broken. And that you can enter if you are so inclined, which I assume you would.
What do you think, Mr. Pickle? You think we ought to head on in there?
I'm inclined to. I wonder why it's got all these lights lit up.
Yeah.
That's strange to me.
I know they got some kind of power. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they're on the old grid, or maybe they're using pig shit. You never know.
Well, you never know until you go and find out.
That's right. Go and find out. That's my motto. That's the motto of all road walkers.
Well, you pull the doors open. They are not locked or anything. And you step in, and this is a pretty large building. And you're in this sort of circular hallway that goes around the sort of outside of the building. And then you can see there's a large archway just inside the door. And you can see past it. And now I should mention while there are electric lights on here, there's not a whole bunch of them. I mean, it's mostly lit by daylight, and that's coming in through the sort of glass curtain wall on the exterior. And but you can see through this archway, and you see these. There's this sort of downward slope of like sort of what's like a seating area, basically, and a lot of the seats are missing. And then above that, there's sort of a balcony that circles around the whole thing, and there's a seating area up there. And where the seats end, you can see below that a sort of a dirt floor, but there's like a rusty, makeshift but rather sturdy-looking sort of chain link fence that rises up and then sort of leans over the dirt area. But there's nothing in there that you can see. I mean, nothing moving, nothing, people or robots or anything of that nature.
Hey, Mr. Pickle, you remember hearing something that old boy was talking about they got the fighting arena in there?
Yeah, an arena.
Yeah, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
This isn't quite what I was thinking, but this kind of matches that. This could be it.
I know. I don't want to get stuck fighting in no arena, Mr. Pickle.
Well, no, I don't expect to be fighting in a gladiator-style arena, but I am curious to see what's going on here.
You're curious and I'm reckless, so let's keep going, but I'm just saying, I don't know if I'm combat material.
No, I know you're not.
I know. I'm more of a take a pot shot from far away kind of fella, as you're well aware. Let's keep our eyes open. Let's keep looking around.
So yeah, you could go check out the sort of arena area, or you can continue walking on this sort of exterior, sort of circular hallway.
Maybe we ought to just kind of take a roundabout, take a once around, right? And before we start heading in, let's walk around like the edge, like around the crust of the pie, as it were.
Speaking of pie, you really must want that extra I after your P.
I know, because I ain't got no last name, and you raised me, so I want the last name Pickle. But you've been doling out those letters. You're not very generous with doling them out. Now I'm Honcho P. I want to be Honcho Pie, and then I'll be Honcho Pick, and then I'll be Honcho Pick again, and then, well, I'm not even sure I'm literate, to be honest with you. So maybe we ought to just keep on walking. But you think we ought to go left or right around this here circular hallway?
Well, I mean, I guess I was going to suggest maybe we could split up, but that usually is not a good idea. But I don't know.
I'm willing to split up. I'm reckless as hell.
Just circle back around and meet each other on the other side.
I don't think we've ever split the party on the podcast before, so this could be great. Yeah,
whatever you guys want to do.
You know what? That's
right.
I'm fine. I'm gonna split to the left. Why don't you split to the right? And we'll meet back.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, we'll meet back up at the end. And don't get in no trouble, Mr. Pickle. I don't think I could face life without you.
No, I know you couldn't. You need me, so. I'll see you around on the other side.
See you on the other side.
All right. Well, I will start, I suppose, then, with Dennis Pickle. His first name is Dennis, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I thought so. It just says Mr. Pickle under under your thing. So I was like, I said that, and I was like, oh shit, what if it's not Dennis? But anyway, you take off to the right. And after about what seems like, approximately a quarter of the way around this circle, and of course you're passing archways leading down into the bowl the whole time. There are a few of those. But about a quarter of the way, what seems like about a quarter of the way around this circle, you come to, there's what used to be an escalator. It is no longer functioning. But there's a couple flights of stairs, basically, is what they are at this point, that go up to a sort of mezzanine, and then there are a couple more flights of stairs parallel to each other that go up to the balcony level. That doesn't appear to be anything on the actual mezzanine, though.
All right, I will stay on this level and keep going.
All right. So you continue your way around the circle. And Honcho, you have a very similar experience going to the left. Except when you get to your stairs, you can see that there's a structure built onto the mezzanine. And in fact, there's a disheveled wooden plank at the bottom of the stairs declaring that this is Reds, REDD''S, like painted onto this plank at the bottom of the stairs. And it looks like there's some kind of bar up there or something, and there's you can see some pipes and stuff. I mean, there's something up there.
Yeah, okay. maybe I'll wait for Mr. Pickle before we head up that way. So I'll stay on this level for now and keep working my way around, see if I can't meet up with Mr. Pickle again.
Okay, well, you bypass the mezzanine as well, and a few moments later, you guys basically meet up at the opposite end of the arena from where you came in, where there is another set of doors.
Hey, Mr.
Leading to the outside.
You find anything, Mr. Pickle?
No, pretty uneventful for me. And just some stairs going up and down. There's a mezzanine, nothing up there.
Yeah, I found me some stairs too in a mezzanine, someplace called Red's up there. Looks like they got a bar and some pipes, and I don't know.
Whoa!
Yeah, it looked like it might be
a bar.
Yeah, you never know. They might have an old cigarette machine up there for all you know.
Yeah, man, I'd love to have me some more tobacco and get a nice cold one to drink from the bar. I didn't have any idea they had this kind of place here in the city. You know, maybe we've just been ignorant, living our lives secluded, in Boomtown, and didn't even have an idea that we had a whole civilized thing going on here. Bar, and maybe there's some babes as well.
Oh, now I don't know. There's only one babe for me, and I left her behind back in town. I don't remember her name none, but she was pretty. I remember that much. This radiation messed with my short-term memory pretty bad. But anyway, yeah, let's go up there and see if maybe we can find a cold one. Maybe we can find us some tobacco for you. Maybe we can. Hell, I'd just be happy to find some water, that wasn't glowing or green or brackish. So, but
Amen. I think we ought to go up there and check out Red's bar.
Yeah, Red's bar.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess it is. Let's go, Mr. Pickle. But you know what? Just be on the safe side. I'm gonna unsling my rifle, and I'm gonna unsling my. I'm picturing since it's right. I'm picturing this like ridiculously long Daniel Boone style, thing, and I'll unsling that just in case.
All right. So you guys begin walking up the stairs towards the mezzanine and towards what appears to be, a bar called Red's, or some kind of makeshift thrown together with old wood and scraps and stuff bar. But anyway, you finally make it up to the mezzanine, and you see there is indeed a bar with some like shelves stacked up like cinder blocks with like planks in between them, and there's like jugs on them, and it looks like the pipes you saw, it looks like some kind of homemade large still, and there is a very tall, like 6'4" person with long red hair, standing with their back to you, and at the still doing something, but they apparently hear you approach because they begin to turn around and say, "Now there's no fight tonight." Wait a minute, as she gets eyes on you. "You're not here for the fight, are you?"
"Oh, holy hell, no, we just come just exploring around and saw the sign for this place and thought we'd patronize it."
Yeah, we scrappers, and what's more, we thirsty scrappers.
Huh. Thirsty scrappers, son. Well, how much scrap you got?
Oh, I got some scrap. I got this here. Hey, you ever seen this? And I pull out that strip of paper I found. It's like a white strip of paper with the blue dot, little small blue circle on it. Hey, does this mean anything to you?
Yeah.
This here, I found this here strip of paper with a blue dot on it. I got that.
She squints at it. No, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before, she says, and but she puts two small glasses out on this bar, and there's a couple, stools as well if you were inclined to sit down. But she grabs a jug and pours some clear it looks like water, but you're sure it's not, into the glasses.
I think I'll definitely have a seat on one of the stools, and I'll open my metal briefcase full of poker chips, and this one's all me, Mr. Pickle, and I'll give her 2 poker chips. See if she accepts. See if she accepts that as legal tender.
I mean, she kind of gets a funny look on her face, but she
Oh wait, I'm sorry, and I'll slide a 3rd one over. Set yourself up with one too.
And she takes it. So, I haven't seen you guys around here before. You new in town?
Brand new. We had no idea this place existed, and I appreciate these tall glass of water. You're kind of a tall drink of water yourself.
Well, that's not water there. That's a. She points her thumb at the still behind her. That's my homemade whiskey.
Oh, even better. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna drink it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it up too.
Yeah, well, it is fire water, and it is burns like hell. There's no. There's no. No barrel aging going on here. No subtle notes of vanilla or caramel.
God
it's just
damn.
it's just
That's smooth. Huh. Probably watered down. Oh, probably watered down. Ooh, smooth.
Mr. Pickle, are your wings visible, or are they like hidden?
I would assume that they're hidden under kind of a jacket, kind of a loose, tattered jacket that he'd have to take off before they're seen or before he uses them.
Okay, I thought so, but I just want to make sure. And so, Red, the aptly named, begins, kind of wiping down the bar for all the good it's going to do, actually getting any of the grime off of it. But she says, "Well, if you're new in town, I got to tell you got to watch out. Got to watch out for those the glowies and the ghouls. They're all over the place, and the mutants, they're everywhere." Now, if you're looking for a place to stay, I got to tell you, the Raphael there, just next building over, you don't want to stay there. That Ralphie, the proprietor over there, he's a mutant. He's got 4 arms. You believe that? 4 arms. I don't trust him. I don't trust the mutants.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
If you're looking for a place to stay, I would recommend Maggie's over a couple blocks over there by the old police station.
Oh, Maggie's all right.
Maggie's. Oh, what's going on with Maggie?
Well, she's not a mutant.
Well, okay. How does she feel about mutants, I wonder? Like you?
Well, I've never really talked to her about it. But she knows I don't trust him.
Now, she a redhead too?
No, she's a brunette.
Oh, well, brunette. Well,
You say there ain't no fights here tonight, but this is like a big fighting pit you got down there?
Oh yeah. Yep, that's right. Now, and of course, we'll be doing a little bit of gambling on the fight there, and sometimes the losers they end up in the pit themselves, but we try not to let that happen too much.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't want to end up in a pit, that's for sure.
So tomorrow night is going to be, I believe we're going to have like four ghouls versus a razor fiend. I think that's what's on the
4
agenda.
ghouls versus a what?
A razor fiend.
A razor fiend. I don't like the sound of that at all.
yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
the
you
sound of ghouls or, what do you call them, glowies?
Yeah, glowies and ghouls are all over the city. Watch out for them.
Well, we will. And tell you what, if we're here tomorrow night still, we'll come by here and take a look-see at the old fight. I want to see this razor fiend you're talking about.
Yeah, well, they're not much to look at, I can tell you that, but they are quite fierce indeed. I don't think the ghouls got a chance, personally.
All right. Well, much obliged for your hospitality, Miss Red.
Sure thing.
You got any tips on, maybe where to score some scrap for a couple of scrappers?
Well, I would think, at least nearby, the best place probably would be the police station, but I don't think anybody really ever goes over there.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm assuming police long cleared out of here, but we didn't see some robots. You know anything about them?
Well, I heard a rumor there was some kind of security bot in the police station that garden stuff.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. Guess there was some robots, and then there were some soldiers that looked like robots, but they were men wearing suits. I forget what they was called.
Well, sounds to me like you're talking about some guys from the Bastion.
Bastion?
Oh, yeah. It's them.
Yeah. So you saying that there's some good scrap in that police station, but it's possibly guarded by some kind of old security bot. Is that right?
Well, I'm not saying that I know that there is for sure, but that would be the closest place that I could think of that, might have some pre-blast hardware.
Some relics. Yeah, well, you said that police station ain't far from Maggie's, right?
No, it's adjacent to it.
Well, what do you say, Mr. Pickle? What do you say we go check out the police station and get ourselves some scrap, and then maybe we go to Maggie's and get ourselves a place to stay afterwards. But we got to be careful of this security bot. But I ain't worried about it because I'm with you, Mr. Pickle, and I know you ain't going to let nothing happen to me.
Yeah, you're right. That sounds like the old police station is a good place to go. But, say, Red, you ever heard of, or do you have any tobacco in stock at all?
Well, I do not have any tobacco in stock, but I believe there is a pre-blast cigarette machine at Maggie's.
Oh, boy. Yeah, now you're talking. Well, I'm starting to fall in love with this Maggie.
No.
Yeah, well, how about, do you know what's the age of this Maggie? Not that I care.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's right in the mid-30s. Something like that, anyway.
Oh, so kind of old, but, gotta work with what you can in these times.
These dark times. All right. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Red. Maybe we see you tomorrow night at the fights. Ghouls versus Razor Fiend.
Well, be safe out there. Watch out for ghouls and glowies.
Yeah, we will. You warned us, so I believe you.
You guys head out from this arena. Are you going to exit from the doors that you came in, or the doors on the opposite side of the building?
Oh, maybe the opposite side, just to shake things up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So you exit out of the opposite side, and directly across the street you see an old courthouse, and behind that, there's like another sort of tower. And then there's sort of an alley between the courthouse and there's a sort of a large parking lot. And then kind of a short building next to what looks like an old bank.
Well, I bet that bank's been picked clean. It's too bad.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And now the police station's on the next block. I assume, that the Red would have, explicitly told you this, but it's basically on the next block over, along with Maggie's.
Yeah, let's head that way. And keep your eye out, though, for glowies and ghouls. Oh, my.
Okay. So, basically, you can take this street, try to take a shortcut through the alley, or you could go down to the next street on either side, basically.
Well, I'm reckless. Let's just take a shortcut through the alley.
Yeah, well, it might not be that reckless to kind of stay out of the main thoroughfare area. Keep on the sidelines somewhat.
Yeah, you got a good point. Yeah, I think we're going to go down the alley.
All right. So you go down the alley, and it is kind of dark, naturally. And there's a kind of a large old dumpster partially blocking the way. And you hear some noise coming from the dumpster.
Someone's in there.
Maybe we sneak past it real quiet like.
And what sort of noise do we hear? Just kind of rustling or something?
Yeah, like something is, rummaging around in there.
Doing a little dumpster dive.
Yeah, leave them be, I think. We don't need to get involved with somebody, maybe they're foraging for their food. We don't want to anger somebody. Just go right on by if we can.
Yeah, let's go by on the tippy toe.
Well, that sounds to be like it would require some agility to sneak.
I think you're right. I'm going to roll my agility.
Good, yeah. We both increased our agility.
We did when we leveled up. So, I got a 3. Wait a minute. We want to roll low, right? Yeah.
Yes, under. Not equal to or under,
right,
but under.
Hacky. Mm-hmm. Black hacky. All right. Yeah, I got a 3, so I'm pretty quiet.
And, oh, man, my agility is 12 now that I leveled, and I rolled an 11, so I'm glad that I did that.
Wow, perfect. So you guys are quite stealthy, and fortunately for you, the individual rummaging around in the dumpster does not notice you, but you notice them, and it's a person or a person-shaped thing with a tattered pair of pants and a tattered shirt with this sort of glow about them. They're like glowing. Their flesh is like glowing, and it looks kind of melted in places. And
that's one of them glowies.
It's a glowy. Yep, it's a glowy.
Don't look at it. Don't make eye contact. Just keep walking.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna give it a sense now to see if it can hear you. But in order to do that, I have to get my dice, which I forgot. So I will be right
cue the dice getting music.
Okay, fortunately they were just out of reach on a different table. So, he's got a sense of 12 and rolls a 5. So, he hears you talking about him and is immediately startled, turns around, looks at you, and he looks like he's about to just bolt. Do you have an opportunity, like a split second, to do something or say something before he's going to take off?
Now, does he look like... Okay, so looks like he's going to bolt away from us, not at us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say we let him go.
Okay.
We was warned about them things.
I'm just going to freeze and... Yeah, once he bolts... Well, get on out of here, Glowy.
You know, live and let live, brother.
So you guys basically don't do anything, right?
Yeah.
So it just runs off towards this building that is the dumpster is pushed up against and disappears into it.
Hey, he probably gone.
You could choose to follow him if you'd like, but that's entirely up to you.
The only reason I can
We've
think
avoided conflict.
well, maybe. I mean, the only reason I can think to chase that guy down is he might go get like 37 glowies and come back after us. But we best skedaddle and head over to that police station.
Well, but now I'm curious to see what he was rummaging around in that dumpster for. I just want to take a little peek in there, see if there's anything good.
All right, well,
Before we get out of here.
I'm just reckless enough to agree with you.
All right, so you start looking around the dumpster, and it just looks like a bunch of, junk, basically. I have to find the junk table. But yeah, that doesn't seem like there's anything particularly useful. I mean, maybe he thought he lost something or something, but it just looks like a bunch of garbage and nonsense. Nothing useful.
Bunch of nonsense.
Okay, well, if it's if it really is just junk, then I don't think I need to go through it, and
I think we ought to skedaddle in case you're right, in case he brings back some buddies.
Yeah, I'm looking for relics, not junk.
Yeah.
All right. So you exit the alley onto a street, and there are the next block has several buildings on it. There's a fairly tall but narrow tower, and then there's just abutted against this tower is a building in a horrible state of disrepair, as most things are around here. But it's got and I don't know how literate either of you are, to be honest, but it's got an iconic looking logo that features a particularly girthy looking
pickle
sausage.
Oh, sausage.
That there's Chuffy Chodes. I heard.
That's exactly.
I heard
what
the
it
old
is.
man tell tales, legendary tales of the Chuffy Chode.
Oh, yeah, the chubby chode. Yeah, that was a thing of lore.
Yeah,
And I guess there was some truth to it.
I guess.
There must-
Yeah, the legends have come to life.
Well, I bet, I heard such stories like, it was these chubby chodes kind of not even healthy. I mean, like, hardly even considered food. So, maybe it's like they said about the Twinkie. Maybe it survived, and the chubby chodes are edible still.
You think we ought to?
Well-
on the way to the police station? Maybe we ought to just take a little peek.
Yeah.
See if we can have one of these
Well, it is.
legendary chubby chodes.
Yeah, I think we ought to see if any of them are still around, because, I mean, we ain't going to have this opportunity again, possibly. And I've been dreaming about this since I was a boy, so...
Well, it is directly on the way to the police station, because you see that the police station is the next building over from the Chubby Chodes. So,
All right.
well, the the door of the Chubby Chodes is not there, so you can just walk right in. And
open for business.
There's broken glass on the floor, and it's filthy everywhere and stuff. Where do you want to go? You want to hop over the counter? The half crumbling counter?
Yeah, maybe they got like some old storage facility back there just full of chubby chodes.
Yeah, well, I hope so, man. This would be a great find, a great treasure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see like some long disused fryers with the baskets removed. Somebody has obviously taken those for scrap or whatever. But there is a sort of a storage pantry, and then there's a walk-in refrigerator as well.
Let's take a look inside there.
Yeah, let's go in that fridge.
I don't imagine that fridge still got the power, though.
Well, you open it, and you wish you hadn't as soon as you do. Because the smell is kind of overwhelming and overwhelmingly bad. But you do see a few untouched cases of chubby chodes.
Oh, there they are.
I don't know. I think they might have turned. Those chodes might have turned, Miss Pickle. I don't know.
Well, we just gotta pickle these chodes.
Well, why don't you,
And then they'll be edible.
why don't you try one?
Well, let me inspect it.
I'm gonna try to open up a case and pull one out, one of these fat ones out, and smell it and observe it.
You pull out one of the large cases, which have somehow managed to not disintegrate over time. In fact, the cases look, in fairly good shape, all things considered. And you open the case, and you see packaged in plastic, layer upon layer of these chubby wieners.
Is the smell emanating from them?
Yeah, but it's not nearly as bad as it was, and it's already starting to dissipate.
You know, I think these might still be good.
Try one.
Well,
Take a bite. I heard there might be a
Wow,
surprise inside. It might be
oh yeah,
filled with cream
I
cheese
heard-
or something.
they had a creamy filling for sure. I wonder if the filling is what might be, a little ripe.
You could just suck the filling out of it and then eat the rest.
Well, I heard people did that. Well, I'm gonna take a little nibble of it.
All right. Well, you're going to take it out of the... I didn't hear you say you took it out of the plastic first, so I assume you're going
Oh,
to do that.
yeah. I'll take it out first.
So you dislodge one of the wieners from its packaging, and you're just gonna take a little nibble.
Just a little, yeah.
You take a little nibble. That doesn't taste bad at all. it actually tastes kind of good.
Oh boy, these things still taste pretty great. This is a good day. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll try one. I'll grab one and yank it out of the plastic, and I'll take a slightly bigger bite.
Okay, well, you take a slightly bigger bite, and yeah, that actually tastes pretty good.
Can you taste the filling? I didn't take enough bite to get to the filling. I'm going to take a bigger bite to get into the juice.
So Honcho took a big enough bite. He got a little bit of the cheese, and it was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And Dennis takes another larger bite, gets himself some of the cheese, and that tastes pretty good.
All right. Well,
you can't believe that they've been sitting here this long, and nobody has scavenged them.
we got to take this box. We got to take one of these cases of Chodes at least.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to, it might be easier just to spread the chodes out, like put some in our pockets, just distribute them evenly so we don't have to carry this case around. I'm just going to be loaded up with these dogs everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to take about a dozen dogs and conceal them amongst my patchy clothes.
All right, so about a dozen dogs each.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of some of these dogs. It's like this front pocket, like like it's instead of like pens in there, he's got these hot dogs sticking out of his front pocket, and he's got some shoved into his other pockets, all of his pockets.
I'm going to take one in the plastic still, but like hold it in my mouth like it's a cigar, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the question then is: do either of you eat an entire chubby chode?
Well, I don't know why we stopped.
Yeah, once you start, you can't stop.
No, it's a fat little dog, but it's short and fat.
It's short.
There's no way you could beat someone to death with a hot dog of this girth and shortness. So no, I think I ain't gonna eat the whole thing. It's bad an idea.
Well,
from the look on your face, it just makes me think it's a bad idea. But I'm going to do it.
No, just mark it down.
Okay.
Just keep track of how many you've eaten.
Okay. Ate one chode dog.
Yeah.
And of course, you have a bunch of them. Maybe, heck, you could probably put a few of them in that briefcase of yours, if you were so inclined.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with my dozen. I got a dozen in my clothes, and I got a 13th in my mouth like a cigar. But that's still in the plastic. I'm just chewing on it. But yeah, I ate one whole entire chode dog. So probably going to turn into a chode dog or something now. It's what turns people.
No, I mean, if you eat enough of them, something will happen. But
Well, just one for now should be fine. Maybe we should get onto that police station.
Yeah, and it's starting to get a bit darkish. Out, the sun's starting to go down. But yeah, you can go over and check out the police station if you were so inclined.
Yeah, and I have a flashlight, and I'd like to say that I've like lashed the flashlight to the rifle, like so I can. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a flashlight as well, and a crowbar if we need it.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and use my flashlight. There's no sense in both of us using up all our flashlight. I got a usage die 6 flashlight.
Okay. And now the police station does not appear to have any sort of power or electric lights, unlike the Bane Center. So flashlight is probably a good idea. And you walk over there. And, well, of course, there's no street lights or anything either. So, at least not right here. So you walk over to the police station, and you can see into it there through the door, and there's windows next to the door. And there's like, first of all, you see a large, like, combat robot looking thing, and it's just kind of rolling around, and you can probably hear it from outside, quietly, faintly, sort of. You can hear it saying, "Scanning for intruders," as it sort of rolls back and forth. And apparently there have been intruders occasionally, because there's just dried blood and gore and detritus all over near the door.
Well, now we got a predicament.
Yeah, we gotta get past that security bot.
Now I see we need to get some cover, and when you take your pot shots and put that thing out of commission.
Well, it ain't huge inside there, I don't know how much cover I can find, but I try to keep my distance. But maybe we surprise it, and I just pop in and shoot it.
Yep. Well, I don't know how much we can surprise the robot. If it's scanning, might detect us first.
Yeah, it might, but we're never going to get those relics in there if we don't get past it.
Well, maybe we ought to distract it somehow. I know. I'm gonna throw one of these chodes at it, and when it turns and starts, scanning the chode, rush up on it and start shooting, blasting.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
So you're going to pull the door open and wing a chode into the police station?
Yeah.
I'm gonna unwrap the plastic and pretend like I'm pulling out the little pin from like a grenade and chuck a chode.
Chuck a chode.
So you chuck a chode into the police station, and the robot clearly sees it and like tracks it, but it just keeps saying "scanning for intruders" as it goes back and forth.
God damn it! We got an intruder. It's the chode, you stupid robot.
All right,
a chode without a body heat signature.
We got to warm another chode up. Get it registering.
Somebody's throwing their penis into the room.
Okay, try one more time. We'll get that chode nice and warm.
I want to warm it up in my mouth first. Suck on it for a while until it gets nice and warm. It gets a heat signature going.
Make sure you don't accidentally swallow any of that cheese.
Oh no, well, I might swallow some cheese, but I know these things are choke proof, because that's why they're so fat.
Can't fit in your trachea.
Well, they're definitely a mouthful, but I think I can warm it up some.
Okay. There ain't no way to.
All right, well,
ain't no way to deep throat a chode.
No, go ahead.
No.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you warm up a chode in your mouth. I'm just glad you didn't do it in your ass.
That was an option I was considering.
And when you chuck that chode, it has the same effect. It's too small of a piece of injury to be a threat.
All right,
we got to link these chodes together.
Ain't no doing no chode links. You know what? I'm reckless. I'm gonna step in and go howdy, and bam, shoot it.
Well, Okay, I was not expecting that, but
I
okay,
wasn't either,
so-
but my vice is reckless, and I'm going to play it.
That's perfectly perfectly good. So okay, so everybody make an agility test.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Ooh.
I got 3 again.
Oh, man, I got an 11
Sweet.
again.
All right, well, you both succeed, so you both go before any NPCs, so you may do as you wish.
Okay, I'm going to do my BAM! And fire. And I got to plus my level to hit. So, what do I add that onto my sense? Adjust the target number?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
I mean, either way, as
Okay.
long,
Yeah, ooh, I got a 2. And I have extra dice of damage because of my spray and pray perk. And I do 8 points of damage to the robot. And I already moved, so I guess there ain't no ducking or diving for cover now.
So you did 8 points. All right, well, it is, first of all, it's going to try to dodge, which it does not. And he's got an armor dice, which I will roll. So I will take off 2 of the 8, so you've done 6
Okay.
damage.
I don't know. So I will also rush in there with my revolver and fire at it. And so that would also be what? Oh, range to sense.
Yeah.
Sense, yep.
Right. And I got under. I got a 6.
All right.
And roll damage. D4. I get a 2.
2 damage. Okay, well, he's going to roll this. And he will soak it.
So, is it every time we use a weapon, like a handgun or something, we would mark off a usage die?
No. After combat, we'll roll the usage die to see if...
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
If it
was,
goes
that's what
down.
I was
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah. Okay, well, now, unfortunately, it's the robot's turn.
It is, and he's going to take a shot at Dennis Pickle, which is going to hit. And, of course, Dennis Pickle may attempt to dodge.
Yes. I will attempt to dodge. And that would be the same thing that he used, right? So
Yep.
which was sense?
Yep, and he rolled a 6.
Okay, I need to beat that.
I assume.
Or just roll under. Because I rolled under my sense, but I did not.
Actually, it just says you just need to succeed, so
Okay.
you don't have to beat it.
Well, I succeeded.
All right, well, you dodged.
Nice.
So that makes it you guys' turn.
All right, I'm going to fire again. Blam! Take that. Nope, I missed this time. No, wait, with the +2 from my spray and pray, I do hit, because I rolled a 16. My sense is 15, but I guess it would be 17 with my spray and pray, so I'll barely hit it, and I'll roll my damage. I got a 5 and a 6. That's pretty damn good. That's an 11, unless he dodges completely.
He fails to dodge. So how much? what
Well,
damage did you say it was?
11, depending on what he soaks with his armor.
He's going to soak 2.
Okay.
So
I done
9.
17 point. No, I done 6 plus 9 to this bad boy. 15.
All right, Mr. Pickle.
Shoot to kill. Oh, I rolled a 1. I'm assuming that's bad.
No, that's like
that's
the
good.
best roll
Fucking-
you could
Yeah,
make.
that's good.
Yeah, we play too many games. I can never remember, we're rolling high or low.
Well,
but
every time we play any Black Hack variant, we always like freak out at first when we roll a 1. And we're like, no, wait, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what I call a roller coaster roll. It's like you think you've rolled the worst roll, and then you turn out you rolled the best roll.
Yep.
And so I think we have explosions in this system, right? Or maybe that's just damage. But I thought there.
I think it's just damage. Yeah. If you
Okay.
roll the highest on your damage die, you get to keep going.
Well.
Oh, well, I got to remember that. I'm not going to go back and retrospect it. I could have done that last time. But that's okay. Now we know.
Okay. 2. I guess he's going to soak that again.
Well, he's going to try. And he does. And he's going to take his turn, and he's going to shoot at Mr. Pickle and roll a natural 20.
Oh, that's bad.
Which is the worst thing for him.
Which is the worst thing he could possibly roll. And I'm going to say that
Malfunction.
he short circuits. Yeah. He short circuits and begins just like you just malfunction, and sort of spinning around in circles. Must reboot.
Fatal error 500, bitch.
So then it stops spinning and goes dark, and you think it's probably rebooting. So you have you don't know how long.
Let's
actually
rush up in there and pull out all his wires and gears and stuff so it can't reboot.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, unfortunately, he's plated in armor, and you can't find any places to pull out wires or anything without. At least not quickly.
Use your
I'm
crowbar.
gonna get up in there with my crowbar and start prying off them plates.
Yeah, play with that crowbar, Mr. Pickle.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's gonna first of all require a brains test to figure out the best place to
I can
start
I
pulling.
can see that.
Mm-hmm. Well, good thing I increased my brains. And I roll a 3.
Nice.
Okay, well, you think you found a very good spot, and you get your crowbar in there, and you start prying away. Now make a muscle test.
Or muscle, yeah.
Get it, Mr. Pickle.
5. That's
Nice.
good.
All right, yeah, you succeed in prying this armor plate not completely off, but away from its protected area where you see a bunch of sort of exposed wires and little servo motors and stuff. And you just rip them out.
Yeah, gut it.
Yeah, let's both get our hands in there and gut it. Get all the wires out.
Well, you do that, and sparks fly out, dealing a D4
ouch.
damage.
I rolled a 1. That's good.
I took 3. Or does my armor help with that?
Yeah, I suppose
good.
it would.
Yeah, I'm going to roll my defense for my armor. Well, if I roll anything, I'll soak it. I rolled another 1. So
Perfect.
but that stung, though. That stung like a son-bitch.
Okay. Well, yeah. With my armor plus my scrap shield, I don't take any of that damage.
Well, a very fortuitous encounter with this robot.
No, we got lucky with this robot, Mr. Pickle.
Well, yeah, I think we avoided the worst of it. And now, we got this robot for scrap. If we don't find anything else, at least we got that.
Yeah, well, let's look around. Let's look around real quick. We got a few minutes here. Let's look around, see if we can't find any relics or scrap, at least.
So, there's a sort of a receptionist area, and behind that kind of an old office area. But from this sort of office area. And office area is like cubicles and stuff. But there's one door that is shut and locked and has like one of those mechanical button locks. With like the 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's not...
I'm gonna see if it has power or anything.
That's mechanical. It's not electrical.
Okay, mechanical. Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's see. 1111111. Okay, no. 111112.
Well, on the fourth one, you hear a click, and it
Wow.
and it
Oh,
unlocks.
nice.
Well, Honcho, you just earned yourself an eye
All right, I'm now
for that
I'm
one.
Honcho Pie. Honcho Pie. That's my new name. All right. Thank you, Mr. Pickle.
Yeah, because I had to give you an eye for that. I mean, that was just a stroke of luck or genius. I don't know
I
which.
think it was genius. I think it was genius. Because I knew that eventually, eventually I would have got it. It might have took like 30 or 40 years, but I eventually would have got it. So I'm nothing but determined. Well, let's see what's inside. There's got to be something good in there.
Well, and what is inside is a locker area with several lockers, which, in going through the lockers, you find 5 handguns,
Oh, hot damn.
2 shotguns, and a plasma grenade.
Holy shit.
Well, since you're so good at throwing chodes, maybe you ought to take that plasma grenade.
Hell, don't mind.
I'm going to grab me one of these here shotguns because that is pretty. I'm going to grab the handgun too just for the hell of it and shove that in my waistband.
I'll take a shotgun as well. I mean, we ought to take all of this because it's worth so much.
Yeah, I ain't got that many slots though, so I'm trying to be careful with my slots. Because
Yeah, you gotta watch the
God,
slots.
you gotta watch them slots. I wonder how many. I'm going to assume that those Chodes dogs are like negligible slots, or like all together, all dozen can be one slot, maybe.
Yeah, they're I'm classifying them technically as junk.
Okay. There's yummy junk.
Well, and they look like junk. So.
But no, we got some good guns in here. That's good. In case we meet any glowies or ghouls on the way out, or more robots. That's a fine shotgun too.
Well, we hit the jackpot.
Yeah, you really did hit the jackpot. I did not think you would elect to fight the bot so soon, but congratulations, you defeated.
Well, we had a very generous interpretation of a 20 that helped us, I think.
That's true, but you had done, even with its armor, you had done 15 points of damage to it and only had 22 hit points, so you were getting pretty close.
Well, I'll tell you this, Spray and Pray, which I did roll randomly at character creation, number 81, it's helpful. It gives you a whole extra dice of damage, and I got to remember about the exploding damage dice too, because I didn't.
And you might have actually taken it out had you remembered that.
And
so I figured it was fair to. What's that?
With these weapons, I don't even know if we need to roll usage die. If we have these new revolvers or handguns or whatever, I might just. I mean, it doesn't hurt to see, but.
Well, they all have their own
ammo
usage die and stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
but the one I did use, so I took a new perk, which is proper maintenance, which lets me re-roll any usage die at my level, which is 2 now. So if we're going to roll that,
might as well before we forget.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna roll the usage die for my rifle. It's actually, I didn't write down what the usage die is for the rifle. That was my mistake.
Mine
It says quality 5.
My handgun is UD6.
Okay. I'm gonna assume mine is UD6, but and I rolled a 2.
And that's if you roll a 1 or 2.
No.
You have to go down
Yeah,
one.
no. So now my using D4.
But we got these new weapons
Yeah.
as well, so
Yeah.
we don't have to worry too much. I rolled a 5, and so I'm good.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah. I guess before
Well,
our next session, we should probably look up the stats for these new weapons we found.
Yes, indeed.
Are we going to level up again at the designer's suggestion between games?
Yes, I think we should.
All right.
Before next time. And also, I think it's getting kind of late, getting kind of dark in the city. I would suggest finding a place to stay for the night. And of course, if you stay in a safe place, safe space, you heal up completely.
Let's go to Maggie's then.
I think that is a perfect place to start the next episode.
Yep.
Okay, I got my letter I, Honcho Pie. All right.
We're so proud of you, Honcho.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, if you like our podcast, don't forget to leave us a good rating and or review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Spotify, or wherever you're able. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at Goonies_world, and check out our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.